This is it! Time to start putting those creative juices to work. In this episode, we'll talk about your brainstorming session and get you on your way to developing original solutions to your challenge. Stay tuned. Now, brainstorming can be both exciting and challenging at the same time. You might have been thinking of different ideas throughout the course of the semester so far, or you might be starting from scratch. Either way, we're about to spend a good amount of time thinking of different ways we can solve our How Might I challenge. Before we get started though, remember when we did that paperclip brainstorm in iDesign? The goal of that was to think of as many ways we could use a paperclip. The purpose of the activity, if you remember, was to achieve some divergent thinking, coming up with a variety of non-similar ideas that don't particularly relate to each other. I want you to try to think outside the box in this brainstorming session and think of as many off-the-wall ideas as possible. Anything goes here. Don't just come up with a dozen different versions of the same idea. Try to think about everything you've ever seen before and think about how it could be adapted to your challenge. Like the old saying goes, if you shoot for the moon, you'll land on the stars. Now, I want to remind you about a couple of brainstorming rules before we get started. Number one, defer judgment. There are no bad ideas right now. Let yourself go wild without even thinking about reality. Number two, encourage wild ideas. Even if they're not realistic, they might spark ideas later on. Number three, build on your ideas. If an idea can do one thing, it might be able to do other stuff too. Number four, stay focused and on topic. Keep your driving question in mind and your end user's needs. Number five, be visual. Draw ideas. Sketches can say more than words. And number six, go for quantity. The best way to find one good idea is to come up with a ton of them. So I'm going to have you brainstorm your ideas by sketching them out on a series of half sheets of paper like we've done in the past. As you do, make sure you label all the unique features of your idea. We're going to keep these papers throughout the rest of the semester because we'll need them later on, so don't throw them away. I recommend you spend about 5 to 10 minutes coming up with as many ideas as you possibly can, and then spend some time looking online to get inspiration for other new ideas. In total, I'd recommend coming up with at least 8 to 10 different ideas. Remember, the name of the game at this point is quantity over quality. We'll work on refining your ideas into one solid one in the upcoming videos. Good luck and have fun!